Hey, it's Sizzling Popcorn, and tonight we've got a community event. We're off to northern Italy. Gonna be a fun one. Flight time is probably about an hour, but these guys don't know what they're gonna miss. They don't know what's coming for them at the end here, because the last departure landing is gonna be a little difficult. But let's head into the Discord and catch up with the guys here.
Like, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Popcorn.
Hey, Popcorn.
Hey.
Popcorn. I don't know what happened. My plane disappeared on me.
Plane disappeared.
Oh, there it is again.
I was going to ask, are you in Bermuda, in the Triangle?
Yeah.
Hey,
No, I
Gunpowder,
just changed airplanes in the sim. I don't know what happened.
hey, Gunpowder, how are you, buddy?
All the better for talking to you, Bing Dinger, and the rest of you.
How we're talking. Heck yeah.
What a diplomat.
Lots of folks in here already. This is great.
Popcorn, how many water landings are there? Because I'm not really big on the icon, but if there's a few of them.
There's at least one. Did all of you guys get the some of the DLC that I put in the optional?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I loaded the airports.
Yeah, because there's one that's a seaport.
All right, I'll take the icon. Jeez.
Sucker.
I just don't like the instrumentation. I like traditional, but
The lack of instrumentation. It's got a
Yeah.
speedometer. It has a speedometer. Get over it.
where is it?
That's
in
true,
this
Doug.
list
Bing Dinger.
here?
It's like flying a Formula One race car. It's great.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It reminds me of racing. And there's no autopilot, so it's all hand flying.
I was in the 152, but there's no GPS on that. Where the hell is the...
It's so slow though.
Oh, there it is, there.
Anybody waiting on the runway now would be a great time to go ahead and like the stream. It's only got 2 likes. The more we get, the more people will see it.
All right, I'm in it. I'm not loving it, but I'm in it.
Oh, I got a couple of people back here. Yeah, let's go down to the other end because it'll be easier. It'll be a straight out approach or straight out departure. Or
Okay.
actually,
Well, wait,
people are
which
coming
end
down.
are you at?
Well, it's because I see all the names at the other end, but I'm at.
Oh,
Where am I?
I'm at
like
the south end.
44. Yeah, I'm at
Oh,
the
you
north
can't-
end.
Okay, so you're at south end too. All right.
You can't undock the panel on the dash.
Which panel?
The GPS, you can't on this one.
No.
Yeah, the speedo panel.
The good news is touch sensitive. It doesn't do much, but you can actually click it with your mouse instead of dials and stuff. If you look at it, if you look at the stuff to the right of it, it looks. I bet you $10 that thing is an Android tablet.
You mean the GPS in this?
The GPS on there, I bet you $10 is. If you look at the icons to the right, it has like the exact icons, like an Android phone. You know what I mean? The back, the menu, and blah blah blah, and the direct to. I bet you they just.
I like the on-screen zoom in, zoom out buttons. That's nice. $500,000 for this thing, eh?
Oh, I thought you were saying 500,000 are watching right now.
Did you have a little heart palpitation?
Yeah. It's because I put real pilots join community flight. I put the real pilots. No, I didn't put that in the.
We're all legends in our own minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. $500,000 for this, buddy.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say hi to Flavor Flav. Thank you.
By the way, I think Popcorn, you came in after I explained I changed my label there to mine.
Okay, mine.
I paid $10 to Microsoft, so they're, I'm $10 poorer, they're $10 richer. Like they need it.
Mine.
I'm still gonna call you Jelby.
Yeah.
Good evening.
After I explained I changed my label there to mine. Okay. Man, someone
Gun
got like a
pilot.
10-second delay or something.
No, someone's got YouTube playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
best
good
to, best to mute the YouTube, but it is good to watch it. Just in case you get lost and need to find. And if you want to laugh at Sizzling Popcorn, try to laugh and land and stuff. So,
Yeah.
for that.
What time of the day are you guys flying?
I got noon hour.
I'm like, I think 3 or 4 o'clock local time.
Cool, thanks.
And just to check, are we taking off 36 or 18?
We can take off from either side. We'll meet halfway, I guess. Well,
36 looks more logical, but yes,
yeah.
no matter.
The windsock is dead, so, well, pretty much dead.
Yeah, and everyone will have different weather. What?
I got a few clouds selected.
Okay.
Like it says.
Yeah. Just check here and.
Ginger Fury.
Right, so the guys that make this plane say you don't have to even pull back to take off. With one flap down and full power, it literally will just float off the runway and or the water.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with the landing. If you put the landing flaps on and reduce power, it will just float down to the water. You can just let go of the handle. It's ridiculous.
And when we land in the water, or when we take off from the water, you'll want to keep your rudder up. Your water
Up
rudder.
on the takeoff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you want your rudder?
So this thing comes with it does. This thing comes with a water rudder. When you're down and going slow and need to maneuver, you push that thing down. It's like a sailboat. You can turn real good. Turns with your actual.
Where's the button for it?
It's
It's over on the right in the center console. There aren't many buttons on this sucker, but
Yeah.
right beside
Pulling your
the.
flaps and landing lights.
Yeah.
Heat dial.
You can
Yeah.
map it as well. I have mine mapped to W.
Yeah. It's only meant to be effective at very low speeds.
Oh yeah, there it is. There. It's on the bottom right, right? Is
Yeah.
that? Yeah, water rudder.
they also kind of say this plane is not stall proof, but anytime you stall it, the plane, if you let go of all the controls, will start to go back into controlled flight.
Yeah, I couldn't find a published stall speed for it.
It just says if you're up, as long as you're high enough, you can pull it back and let it start falling and stuff, and you just let go and it will go back into flight. It has something to do with how the wings are and the engine in the back or something.
They're trying to market it to like non-pilot.
Yeah.
Correct. The 500,000 covered a whole bunch of
Yeah.
training too.
You're saying, oh, it comes through water rudder. It's like, it should come with a life insurance policy.
Well,
Actually,
what-
I've got that technology on my RC planes now. It's called eFly, call it Safe Select, and if you put it on, it doesn't matter what attitude your plane is, you take your hands off the controls and it'll just go straight and level.
Why? It'd be better if it made a really wide circle, wouldn't it?
Oh, you can get planes that'll do that as well. In fact, you can get them, they'll land, they've got geofencing a lot now. RC planes have got so much technology in them.
Yeah.
Just rapping with the RC pilot down there about that. He's got some serious planes.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to the community event. So we can take off in just a moment, but just to let you know that all the airports on the flight plan we'll be landing at. For anyone that's new, we do lots of touchdowns and sometimes crashes. Oh shoot! Talking about crashes, I didn't take off the crash because earlier I was with Tolstoy in the Airbus, and I landed at the end of the runway in Chicago and landed in the field. But
well, you landed on the runway, but you just ran over. You did a bit of an overrun. That's all.
Yeah. Thanks, Tolstoy.
You barely took out any lights at all. I mean,
Yeah.
that was really good.
All right.
They needed a new localizer anyway.
Yeah.
Give them a favor.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, well, let's take off, and then we'll be moving on to our next one, which should be limb. Just don't break a limb while you try to land.
All right.
On the count of 3.
Yeah, you count 3.
1, 2, 3.
The hell.
That's right. And yeah, Trent, the rudder pedals are
Okay, good.
doing good.
Am I the only one with a colored paint livery? Everyone looks white in my view.
No,
Break. Ah.
I've got a red one. There's a black one in front of me.
red.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just seeing nothing but white.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
in
seeing
the
a lot
orange.
of black ones.
Oh.
I got an orange.
These are like a swarm of angry bees. Swarm of very expensive bees.
Yeah, and actually on the west side is Milano, which will be crossing the north part of it.
Ah. Well, this flight will look different, Wes, since nobody has autopilot.
Yep.
Oh, I feel like getting out and pushing this plane.
I wasn't even sure I was actually moving on the runway for takeoff. Oh, it's a nice little airplane.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks nice.
I mean, very
it's like
versatile. It'd be so much fun.
The Airbus would take 13 minutes to go from start to finish in this. But obviously no landings. But this is like an hour from start to finish, no landings.
Anyone know the name of this town, city?
Milan.
Oh, this is Milan. Okay.
Yeah. AC Milan.
All kinds of models there, I guess.
Yeah.
This rail yard is pretty cool. It's very expensive. They have a roundhouse for engines too. Pretty cool.
Yay, Waldo's here.
Yay.
I love how he just sneaks in and says something, no hi or anything. I like it.
I had my mic. I did say hi, but my micro was folded up. Like it always is.
So I recommend, by the way, in your weight thing, I recommend dumping your co-pilot and baggage
And your fuel.
and fuel as you want. So they have more fuel through. Makes the
That's
plane
not a bad
little-
idea, the co-pilot. And maybe I only weigh 50 pounds.
Less
Yeah, I
than
wanted to-
95%.
I wanted to ask everybody about that. How many of you are lying about your pilot weight in the No, this is serious. So this,
Mine weighs 50.
Depends on what plane I'm flying. If I fly the extra, I always make the pilot 295 pounds to shift the CG to the F.
Well, your standard weight is 77 kilos per person.
I'll be honest, I'm lying. And I feel bad. I don't feel good about it every time I do it. Especially when I'm playing on air or the Neo Fly.
Oh yeah, on air, yeah. It's definitely, I'm definitely
you're
lying
cheating.
on there.
Ding Dinger, if I was doing a flight where it was weight critical, I'd ask the passengers what their weight were. Normally, and quite often it'd be women, ask what the weight would. They all be rather reticent giving it to me, but they would. And then I ask their age, and they give me their age, and then they'd say, "Why do you want their age?" "Oh, no reason, just curious." They understood the weight, but they didn't understand the age.
Love it.
Got our first one here, Brezzo.
This scenery is fantastic in this area.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this airplane does not have a landing gear warning, or does it, Bing Dinger?
Nope.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to, no.
No, when they train you on this plane, they have this thing they go over and over and over. About gear down, landing rudder up, flaps right.
Yeah.
Are we landing already? Holy crap.
And they show you
Yep.
videos of Roy Halladay and say, don't do this.
Don't do drugs.
Yep.
We are
Yeah.
landing, right?
He was
We
just
are,
having
yeah.
too much fun in his.
Yeah, there are videos of him like basically doing flips and everything, and then he encountered the water. He didn't pull up or something. Definitely not the plane's fault. I've only seen one crash that looked like it was the plane's fault, and it was the guy was taken off the water, and that wasn't the plane's fault because the guy didn't have enough speed. Forget it. He crashed into like the side of the lake or something.
Trent, that was a nice maneuver.
Steep descending turn.
Yeah.
Well, this thing side slips pretty nice.
They're huge flaps.
Flaps? Who needs flaps?
Barn doors.
I'm coming in like a glider pilot.
I almost bought the bird dog just for this flight, but $29. I was like, no. 19 maybe. 10 definitely. 30 no.
No.
Because I actually do like the bird dog, but that interior is just rough.
What are we stopping for? Like a special coffee?
Cappuccino.
Yeah, cappuccino.
$100 hamburger.
The $100 hamburger, that's up in Norway.
It'd be €100 probably.
Yeah, we're in Italy. You gotta get $100 pizzas.
Yeah, we're in the fashion district.
Don't ask for pineapple on your pizza in Italy. They'll look at you funny.
I'd look at you funny here.
Yeah, so would I.
What? You don't have a Hawaiian
yeah.
pizza?
No way. Oh, we do, but nah. They're like fruit with meat.
The only pizza modification I will accept is buffalo chicken.
Tandoori chicken is lovely.
Is everyone taken off again already, or?
No, we still got some more landing.
Yeah, we like to make sure the flock gets back together. Sometimes we have some stragglers. And we're not trying to win a race here. We're trying to fly somewhere all together and have some fun. So
Yeah, like even though the cockpit looks like a race car,
Someone's on one wheel.
it's like the slowest plane in the sim. So we're not racing.
Got a couple of new flyers with us today.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Always
welcome
good to
all.
see.
Yeah, always nice to see new faces.
AMD bringing the heat.
Yeah, I saw that.
First they kicked Intel in the crotch, then they're kicking Nvidia in the crotch.
But their biggest one that's supposed to go compete against the 3090, it says that it's on rage mode. There's like an asterisk. So, and that
I've
means
never.
Still less than $1,000 though.
yeah. Well, yeah, I guess yeah. Price wise, yeah.
This is a funky little control tower over here. It's literally sitting on the ground next to these hangars.
So this is interesting. Before I was seeing all white airplanes, and now every single one of them is in red.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm seeing everyone in white.
I'm flying the black one.
I've got default, I guess.
It's like it's sticking to one Liberty.
Someone's landing with their gear up.
Maybe.
I
Immediate,
think
immediate heal, or no, immediate health. 9.
It's down over here. He's good.
so. Oh yeah. Oh, I must have maybe just flipped them down.
He might have put him down, or sometimes you can't see it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with like having like an air show contest. Well, you would never be able to do that because you might see the gear out, but they might have the gear up. Like all this quirky stuff. Yeah.
So Popcorn, you're the guy with the news. When is the update coming? If not yesterday, when?
I would
Couple
say
days.
yeah. They said a couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe
Supposed to have the
Friday.
patch notes out probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow or day after, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that cracked me up there. We've discovered an autopilot bug. I'm thinking to myself, like, what? Have you played The Sim for the last 3 months?
That was my thought. And geez, have you guys been paying attention?
Yeah.
I think what happened is they discovered the autopilot.
Yeah.
Oh, we have one of those.
All right.
Supposedly somebody from Garmin is at Asobo working with them. That's the thing that gets me.
We can take off here.
All right, we're rolling.
Rolling.
Yep, you're all black.
Clay, we're on the Southeast Asia server. It's just that it's the most stable server out there.
Hurry up and wait for acceleration.
They have the ground of friction a little high on some of these planes. A lot of them.
All right, gear up. Yeah, gotta love this scenery, man. The map isn't keeping me auto-centered.
If your GPS map on the right is not auto-centering, below the minus and plus, there's a little plane icon. Click that.
All right. Doesn't seem to have done anything, but we'll see.
They claimed today that they fixed the live weather, so I wonder if that's in already.
Yeah, I said it was a server side update. So Will probably take about a day for it to fully run through the system. It's supposed to make it more meta accurate.
Oh, yeah?
They're
Beautiful weather
still
here tonight.
they're still figuring out the lightning bug though.
Well, then Rex Weather better pull up their socks and gotta add some more features to their thing if Sobel's gonna fix the weather.
Yeah, sounds like they don't really want anybody else in on the weather.
Yeah. Well, because this morning it left off from Vancouver, and Rex Weather was not taking Vancouver's MEDAR report. It was taken from Orcas Island. I was like, what? Why Orcas Island? There should be one in Vancouver. That's what it did.
I was thinking about like the third-party scenery developers. They're on a race against time because so many people are using that Google tool to extract from Google Maps and coming out with these photogrammetric airports and cities. Someone came out with it.
I've read that Google's banning accounts too. Just started. I don't know if that's true though.
I don't know if you need to be logged in to do it.
Yeah, because really, you're not allowed to do that because of the terms and agreements on Google.
Yeah. Anyway, photogrammetry stuff doesn't look as good as the handcrafted stuff anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
It doesn't look as good as what?
The
It's
handcrafted.
models.
Well, I'm not talking about aircraft. I'm talking about airports.
No.
I'm also talking about airports. So they manually make the models for the buildings, right? Stuff.
I think I pretty much decided I'm not going to be spending.
That Sizzling Popcorn talks about, because we all want to buy that all day, baby.
I have bought about 3 of those so far, but I don't. But my problem is I like to buy the airports, but I visit them like 3 times, you know. So
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, and on air, my home base is Coors in the Anacortes Islands, so I bought that. But then someone came up with a free one.
But if you take a look at the two of them, which one looks better to you?
Well, in the screenshots, the free one looks fine. I don't know when they corrected the taxi lights and all that, if they needed correcting. Yeah, it's $15, and that's
Yeah.
my home base, so I'll be in and out of there a lot.
Coming up to a grass strip next. Cool.
Key West was updated the other day too on the marketplace.
Yeah, Key West on the marketplace. Vancouver just got updated yesterday from
Vancouver?
Yeah, FS Dream Team.
Oh, they've released a Vancouver airport?
Yeah. That's why I was there. That's why I did a flight today, Vancouver to Chicago, from FS Dream Team to both their airports. I didn't have time to then go from Chicago to Key West, but
Yeah, the guys who did Kelowna are doing Vancouver as well.
It's like a motocross track over here.
Yeah. Gotta
Yeah,
be.
it is.
Pretty cool.
Oh, you have to do a little bit of detective work when you see stuff on the ground. You're like, is that a? It is.
Aliens.
Nick.
I won't be happy till we can zoom in and see sunbathers. So if we're landing at a grass strip, I can't see it for all the aircraft.
I just follow everybody else.
just landed on.
Doesn't look very much like a strip.
I think I see it now.
Yeah.
Put the gear down, dummy.
Okay, I will.
I was talking to myself, but
Yeah, I know.
I mean, on the grass, on the
Oh, yeah,
on the
motocross
pontoons,
track.
wouldn't be that bad.
I wonder if
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any videos on YouTube of anybody landing these on snow and taking off on snow. Probably is.
Oh, one of these?
Yeah, like
An icon.
Well,
Icon, we
I'll
don't
do-
recommend that.
I'll do that tonight. I'll go to the Yukon or Newfoundland in the snow.
And I've seen a lot of different like conventional float planes laying on snow. Take off.
All right, I got it now.
Well, Friday night, my recommended weather is going to be a little different than a few clouds. It's going to be realism.
Nice, let's do it.
Fog and snow.
So let's play everybody's favorite aircraft wish list. Start naming off the one you want the most for FS 2020.
Seminole.
DC-3.
Concorde.
Q400. -8.
Twin Otter.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice too.
Yeah.
Lockheed Constellation.
Oh.
There you go. I haven't heard one I would kick out of bed yet.
Amphibian would be
Free
sweet.
chips.
I used to say that about Tina Turner.
You can take off again.
I get to
Oh,
have a
just
beaver.
not All
Beaver
right.
with a beaver with a turboprop.
Beaver on with floats.
Yeah. Float skis and a turboprop. Or if somebody can
Caravan
just
with
put,
floats.
yeah, I was gonna say, just put some floats and skis on a caravan and call it a day. Alright, I need a glider here.
Floats on a 747.
A glider, yeah, and thermals.
My sim keeps randomly pausing every time that happens. My heart drops.
I noticed sometimes, it didn't happen today, but just as the aircraft's about to break ground to take off, I'll get a momentary pause, but so far it hasn't happened today.
I got a couple of freezes today that I usually never have. But
Something's weird.
Tom says Spitfire.
Oh, hell yeah. We already have a baby Spitfire in the form of the Cap 10. Get in one and look out the window and you'll think you're in a Spitfire. Of course, when you shove the throttle forward, the illusion will be dispelled.
It's so neat. In this sim, you can see places and decide, you know what, I want to go visit this place, some other place. Nah, this is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking, I was rich enough to go everywhere I wanted to go.
And then you're like, oh shoot, well it can't go there anyways because of COVID.
Well, yeah, but hopefully that's...
Guys, being obscenely rich, it's not always practical, guys. It's
Let me guess, you're flying at a real icon right now.
Well, I have two of these in the garage.
And you're flying this in the icon.
Yeah, he's flying it inside the icon. He's got a rig inside the icon, so so he can simulate flying the icon inside the icon.
Yeah.
One for each aircraft type in the sim.
Yeah. Each aircraft in the sim, yeah.
Hold on, I got
Point
to
out-
change the upgrades.
point out that as unbelievably, grotesquely rich as I am, money can't buy friends like you guys, okay?
Hey, you haven't tried me.
Yeah, really.
You said it's true.
I'll be your friend.
Hey, Marcos, yes, yeah, Italy's nice and beautiful.
The terrain is fantastic around here.
I can't even type to the people in YouTube because I don't have any freaking autopilot on this plane.
Yeah.
500,000, they can't include autopilot?
What was that?
Doesn't have enough gauges for autopilot to work.
Yeah. Not enough gauges for autopilot, he said.
We can barely hear you, by the way, Odily. I could hear you way better before, so your mic's probably pushed back or something.
Well, I move it like it has hair and it gets horrible.
We're about like 3 miles from the next one.
Okay, there we go.
From Alzate Brianza Airport.
Looks like an action. Yeah.
See those towers over there flashing red and yellow, green, white?
Yeah, I'll be the next airport after this one. Waterland.
Looks runway 03 is in line or whatever.
Yeah, that free DLC for that water airport is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all of his author. Like 3 of them on this flight plan.
Trent, the bit rate was at 15 to 16,000 earlier today, so I put it to 6,000, thinking that was my old settings. I get a warning saying that it's too low for 1080.
Oh, that's like the recommended for Twitch.
Yeah.
6,000? Weird. Mine says a 6,000.
I think I see it.
Yeah, this pavement concrete.
So you do have much better internet than I do.
Okay.
Looks like it's the forest.
Gear down.
Air show, your feet are going to get wet at that next airport.
On the Bonanza.
Yep.
It's okay, he can land in the soccer field.
I love how this plane really rocks back and forth when you're turning it on the ground. It's got some serious shocks or something.
We even got a terminal shuttle here.
I like all the gliders. Supposedly, this is like one of the a hot spot for gliding. This area in this field.
Well, that's what I want to find when I retire. I was thinking of going to a place where they fly 7 days a week.
See, if you look over here where I'm at, there's sailplanes all on the ground.
On the ground. Cool.
Yeah, we fly 7 days a week.
Where's that?
Community Flights 1.
Oh, I see.
On the sim. Not real life.
Oh,
Can't wait till
man.
we have sailplanes, man.
Way too high here. But it does side slip really nice. Holy crap.
Oh,
So what's
straight out.
coming next? Rotaries or rotary? That's the next far off thing for sailplanes. Rotary wing comes first.
Dunno.
I think they missed a great opportunity to include sailplanes from the beginning, because the Air Force, at least in Canada, they start out on sailplanes, and you learn how to land without power, no go around, how to line up your landing, and
Yeah, I think the issue is they don't have proper like thermals and updrafts modeled yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you get like ridge lift and stuff, but that's about it. So they were talking about that in the Q&A today with like the updrafts and thunderstorms and stuff like that.
There are some cool videos on YouTube of people taking the 40 NG and just cranking the wind up and riding ridge lift.
Yeah, we can do that with basically anything.
Did that with the caravan the other day. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Wait, can you set up the wind in the sim? Because
Yeah.
Sure.
all right, I'll have to look
presets.
into that.
Click one of the wind layers, and then you can adjust the wind layer.
Oh, okay. I've never really.
I'll have
That
like
I-
a 35, 40, 50 knot wind.
A Ridge Soy 152 or something.
So this next one, Lily, that we're gonna go to, that's the water port.
All right.
And I see everyone's down, so we can take it.
You're breaking the rules, gun pilot.
Why is that?
Everybody was supposed to be down.
I'm down.
I'm just kidding with
You just
He's
got
a
down.
camera guy.
Ooh, I'm
By the way,
down.
gun pilot, do you edit and upload your videos, or is it just for your own enjoyment?
He has the best videos that he uploads. You got to subscribe to his little channel too.
On YouTube, gun pilot, I guess it's called.
Yeah, but I do upload them.
Gear up and stay up.
And the videos that he does, he adds music to it. He takes out bits of our commentary that we say, and he adds to it, and he puts sound effects in it. He's got no life. It's ridiculous, but the videos are great.
Thanks, Big Digger.
I find
Puts
them very
words in our
wholesome.
mouths, does he? Oh,
Well-
look at the point of interest markers here. Like 4 of them, 5 of them.
Yeah, there's. You can see there's 2 flashing lights, and they change colors
Oh,
over
yeah.
the hill. Then there's
If
a
you-
soccer stadium. There's a bunch of stuff.
If you check the Discord, there's a link to this freeware. This freeware has this this aquatic airport, and then like the past 2 airports we've been on.
We're
In
going
one
to do a
pack.
touch and go. Good chance for touch and go here.
Look at this cool church coming up. That's so cool.
So, when you land on a waterway, does it mark the path you're supposed to land along, or?
No.
Negative.
I guess you're supposed to read about it before you arrive. You're supposed to.
See that castle on the hill over there?
Where?
That's fine, gun pilot.
See the 2 flashing beacons are pretty cool.
All right. I guess we land anywhere then.
Yeah, this area is stunning. My sim never looks this good.
Did anybody read the manual for this thing? Is the water rudder go down after you land or before?
Water rudder up. Water rudder up.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
cooling around the water, listen, you're trying to get out your coolers and stuff, right? You're trying to meet up with the other boats, get a girl to get from one boat to your boat. Then you put the water rudder down.
Yeah, it's basically like 10 knots or less. Not even.
But in the game, it does it calculates it. It's all effective when you put it down. You can turn real quick and stuff.
I don't know who modeled this church, but they did a hell of a good job.
It's probably from
Oh, yeah.
Maps.
I've overstressed it before. It didn't happen.
Yeah, 99% the models they kind of shoved in the town here are probably from Google Maps.
Yeah, probably.
Which is just fine. I mean, like for landmarks and stuff, that is perfectly fine.
Fine with
Start
me.
putting the whole cities in, it's like it takes so much space.
Any of you guys remember the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Yeah.
Remember Portofino? Portofino? That girl? What a memory. Ah, nice. No complaints about the water in this sim.
If you want to try something interesting, land in the ocean, turn the preset to storm, and have a bucket nearby.
Land in the lake and taxi over to the dock over here.
Oh, damn. It doesn't slow down very well on the water, does it? Now I'm on the land.
No.
Yeah, you need a long runway.
Okay, can I put my gear down on land? Let's see here.
Yep. No, there's no brakes on the water.
Did that work? Probably on. Let's see if I can get back in the water. Yeah, you'd think the hull would slow you down. Well, my gear went down on land. So.
You're down, you gotta try the water rudder. Come on now.
Wait till I get in the water.
Sure, none of you guys crash into my yacht at this pier here.
Yeah, technically you could drive the icon onto a boat ramp and with the gear up, and you could do that in real life, but it isn't modeled yet in game, so it doesn't really work.
You have to hit it with a. I did it at one spot. You have to hit it with enough speed to get all the way up on there, and then the wheels will pop up
I'm
on
gonna
the
have
ground.
to slew over there.
You
All
guys
right.
see the fancy yacht too?
Yeah, it looks good.
I like the miniature cruise ships.
Oh, it put the gear up automatically when I put it on the water.
Welcome to Aero Club Como.
Oh, this is Como Lake? We should go visit George Clooney there.
Espresso.
I got the water rudder down, but doesn't seem to turn all that fast. Bing Dinger, you're in a...
To give it a blast, to throttle the turn.
Are you, Bing Dinger, are you in an icon? Because it's showing you in a something, Bonanza or something.
You probably have generic models on, maybe? Or it might just not be picking up his livery.
I have a lovely shade of purple, my flight attendant's favorite color.
Wants to turn right on the water for some reason.
I hope you you brought a little anchor. So what you do is you open the door, you have a little anchor, and you just throw it out the side.
Hopefully it doesn't sink the plane.
Yeah. Get the trolling motor out.
Get my expensive Italian leather shoes wet, so I'm gonna have somebody pull me to the shore, please.
Time of day does everybody have?
I'm around noon hour.
Morning.
30.
I'm in the morning.
Around 7:30. I think I'm gonna make it a little darker.
Well, I've never driven a seaplane, but I'd say they got to work on the handling on the water.
What are you, a boat captain?
I don't know. It just seems
You have the
too
rudder
easy
up?
to move around on the water, and
I'll have you
retaining
know.
too much speed.
I'll have you know, this is exactly like my real Icon A5.
Oh yeah, we're back on that, are we?
He just means a swamp boat with the big fan on the back. Got air with it one time.
All the plane.
Well, he said the other time his neighbors they go racing lawnmowers.
True story. And they didn't have souped up lawnmowers, okay? These were just regular mowers. It was a whole thing, man.
I'm gonna take off and wait for you guys in the air, I guess.
Trying to find a parking spot there, Popcorn.
Yeah, what is he doing?
I was gonna park with the boats, go in for a drink.
You better hope that dock isn't modeled out with damage, buddy.
Yeah. No, it's not. Went through it. All right, we can take off. I think this one, there's definitely a longer route till we get there.
We'd have to go high. You talked about we had to get 6,000 feet sometime.
Yeah, that's gonna be the last takeoff. Get to the end.
Does maneuver really quick.
Because pretty much the whole trip you can go at 2,000 feet, but it's the end where you gotta climb up 6,000 right from takeoff, and then shoot right back down in order to get to the grass airstrip. And if you don't have the mod for the last airport, then you're it's very hard to see the grass landing.
Well, there's only 2 mods to download, one with 3 airports, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if you got those, both of them, there's a third one, but that one I didn't add, but that's actually I think our next airport is that one. But if you got the 2 that I put on there, you'll be fine at the end.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, guys, I was taking photos, so what's the next airport for me to spawn? I hit the mountain.
Are you still at Lily, the water airport?
I took off from there, and then while I was in cruise, I decided to take some photos and went straight into the mountain.
Oh, okay. LSZA.
Where are you from, Sim CZ?
I'm flying from Prague.
From Prague.
Cool.
But not Czech. Brazil.
Cool.
Prague.
Yeah. They gotta do a better job on that. Like,
He's surrounded by Eastern European women.
Oh. for Central Europe. But, so, Lima Sierra Zulu Alpha Lugano, that's it?
Man, there's a lot of us. Holy crap.
Yes, yeah, that's the right one.
Alright, I'll be there waiting for you.
You can click on one of us and join us in air.
You can do that, and a lot of times, what I'll do is reload the flight plan, just click restart, and then just click Y, and then go into the slew, and then just catch up to us. That's what I always do.
I see you guys on flying here.
That way it keeps the flight plan, and then I can tell,
Yeah, because that's what I did at Lily, because I had oversped, so I just slewed in, and the plane's not that long, so it was quick.
You did it over what? Say that word again, sir. You did it over who? What was that? Over? What did you call it?
Overspeed.
Overspeed.
Oh, I missed it. My bad. I thought I was going to learn a new Canadian word or something.
Oversped?
Sped, yeah.
Oversped.
I'll give you a Canadian word. People kind.
What? It's not Canadian.
You never heard that word, have you?
Nope.
I hadn't heard it either until our Prime Minister was touring the province and speaking at a town hall, and some college girl dared to say mankind, and he said, "Excuse me, we like to say people kind."
All right.
That's when my sentiment toward him turned very negative.
All that stuff goes in one of my ears and out the other. I could care less what people self-define themselves as. More power to them.
Trudeau, is that the dude that runs
Yeah.
Nookistan?
You know what that means? It means pretty much like a pothole, because it sounds like a hole, trou d'eau, a hole of water, a pothole.
I didn't know where you were going with what sounds like what, but Trudeau, okay.
Yeah. Un trou d'eau. Un trou d'eau. Yeah,
Hey, Smith.
He was on Borat. Nice bridge for default.
Or Trent's gonna figure out how to fly underneath it.
Yeah, I'm already looking at it.
It's gonna be really tough. It's pretty low.
Pretty far away.
Were you in our flight in North Carolina before?
Oh,
You went
yeah.
under something there you wouldn't have believed you could.
Oh, this is looks like it's a tunnel in the mountains. But that might not be real.
Oh, they've got loads of tunnels all around Europe.
That's exactly what that is.
Target acquired.
Really? Got it?
I can touch the belly of the airplane on the water, so it's kind of
Yeah.
shady, but stay in ground effects. Here we go. Is this
Ginger
tall enough?
behind him.
No, it's not. It just shoots you up in the sky. And then you do a sick loop and you come back around. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Let's try that again.
There's someone flying up
You gonna make
ahead.
an attempt?
Sim CZ. Well, they're they're gonna look and they're gonna see a swarm of bees coming towards them.
You
Oh, that bridge underneath is solid.
Gun pilot tried it.
Yeah,
Tested.
you're on a. Yeah, there's like 2 bridges there. Let's see if I can like land just underneath of it. Just ejects me. Probably will. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a solid. That one over on the left though looks like it's doable. But you hit that one, so.
It was
Let's
doable,
just not
but
say we did.
It's just got a invisible panel in front of it.
Yeah.
not sure I'm flying the right direction.
Yes, you
the
are.
right direction.
Yeah.
You know, Trent, the definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. Try it one more time, man. It'll work.
I'm falling behind the back already.
Yeah. Right now we're landing Lima Sierra Zulu Alpha.
Lugano.
SZA. So if anybody is trying to catch up, that's where I would beat us at.
I can't believe these towns just built into the hills here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's thousands of years of habitation.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
now
out of
I'm
a
in,
storybook.
now I'm in the right direction, but I'm 20 miles out. Can I catch up with you guys, or are you much closer?
Just you can slew in.
Do you know how to do the slewing, sir?
Yeah, with the Y key,
Yeah. Y.
and then to move just with the.
With your numpad, the 8 is to go forward.
Mhm.
And then to increase your altitude, F4, and to lower, F1.
All right. Catching up.
Okay.
Yeah, and just put yourself on the ground when you get over here, or like you're gonna land.
I'm
Oh, you could just restart at the airport we're landing at.
I'm above the airport already.
Cool.
LSZA.
He's here. Well, if you restart and you choose this as your airport you want to leave, you won't have the flight plan in your computer.
Yeah.
So the
Say
best
that
way
again.
is.
Say that again. Restart, load the flight plan, and then.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
All right.
I never turn collision off because I'm a realism awesome dude. Okay. And anytime I ever crash, which is a lot, I always start at the beginning. I just literally click restart, and then I go immediately into slew. I catch up with the people, and then my flight plan's still in there. I can still use autopilot and all that good stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I crashed, but I got a nice photo.
Ah, just crashed out. Back to desktop.
BTD, eh?
Mine crashed today too, like that, man. I think something's weird, but
Yeah, I had it twice this morning at Vancouver, and then Veer said that he's had issues at Vancouver, but we thought it was Vancouver. But if you guys are having that here, it's
You don't blame Canada.
I haven't had a CTD in this patch.
CTD. It like sounds like a drug or like a disease.
Yeah.
What I miss, I just called Telus to upgrade my internet because of all the stutters.
So we got like 20 icons here. Does that make us a desktop?
Good one, Trent.
I'll leave now.
Oh, I like that.
so are you leaving on a high note or a low note on that?
I don't know.
And you're too young for that to be a dad joke.
I've been away, so.
Only 2 shows a night. Make sure you tip your waitress.
Trent has that written down on a piece of paper next to all his stuff. He was waiting to use that all night. That's ridiculous.
You, with all your money, you got spy cameras in all our homes?
Won't confirm or deny that.
You hear Smith? Smith was saying, there's only 2 shows a night. Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Yeah, we can barely hear you. Your mic's low.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it on. I'll work on that.
We can turn you up on our side, and I probably muted you because, you know.
You know.
Usually it's just the mic position. Just gotta move it a little closer to your mouth.
You know, dude.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Wow, like everyone's in black icons. What do you guys do? Get a like paint job in the sky?
No,
It's
I
been like
think
that the entire time for me.
if
All the same color.
Oh, that,
I'm in white from here.
you know why? Because I restarted. I died at Lily,
Yeah.
so that's why.
It's probably that black livery takes priority over traffic models or something like that.
Yeah. All right, we can
Might
go.
be.
There goes.
Oh, by the way, if you don't see Smith or myself after next week, it's just because America's broken out into a civil war. It's no big deal. Internet and power may be out for a few weeks for us and stuff, guys. So, not a big deal.
You're not too far off on that one.
We,
They sure as hell gonna use it for an excuse to loot. Either way.
yeah, Philadelphia is having that now, I guess.
Every town in America is having it. We get it in LA. They're shutting down. They're actually gonna barricade Rodeo Drive.
I had to hire extra security for my all my riches.
Ex-Navy SEALs.
No injury lawyers.
Ex-Space Force.
Space Force.
That was good.
What's the next airport?
It's getting a little mountainous here.
Yeah, but if you follow me, you'll be able to go through the valley to get there.
At least the greatest thing that happened, I don't know if anybody saw, and I know most of you don't seem to really care. The Dodgers won last night.
Yeah, I saw
Go
that.
Dodgers.
Who?
Exactly. Go Dodgers.
Football.
What's baseball?
It's American cricket, I believe.
Yeah. Back
Bridge was a little solid.
back in high school,
It's rock solid.
but when we were talking amongst ourselves and then we wanted to change the subject, someone would just say, so how about them Dodgers? And then it would like just change the whole subject.
Oh, I heard that too, except it was how about the Mets?
Really? The Mets?
Yeah. How about the Mets?
Where I grew up, it was how about those Knicks? The
Exactly.
Knicks.
Exactly. It's whoever insert team, said team. And up until last night, you're right. You could insert the Dodgers because it's been too many years, but they finally got over that hump last night. So go Dodgers.
There's
That
one
way
mountain
teams have corona.
barren of trees, eh? On our left.
Dodger talk. Sorry, Bill, but
What's the next airport?
Next one, Lima, Sierra, Zulu, Lima.
Locarno. Got it.
Yeah, Locarno. So if you follow this valley, there's a it splits, and then you take a left, and it'll take you there without going over the mountain.
Right, I'll follow the crowd.
So what you do is you land on the river, and you drive it like a boat the entire way.
Yeah, I'm sure on the river it's pretty small. Then there's some bridges you have to go under.
Yeah, all these bridges have been death traps so far.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
They needed some of the Grand Theft Auto 5 developers on that part.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite parts of that game.
You got to get a vote going there, Trent. A vote that you want all the bridges to be able to fly under them. High priority.
High priority.
But
And,
not above the press any key.
Yeah.
What did you say the next airport was, Popcorn?
Locarno. Lima Sierra Zulu Lima.
Yeah, I've got you.
Fly the highway to the day.
Lisa, Sarah, Zara, Lisa. There you go. You're like, what? Sarah, Zara?
I mean, some countries do adjust the phonetic alphabet for certain reasons. Not like that, though.
Well, next time I stream and Tolstoy's on, I'll put Real Pilot, and then I'll talk like that. Hey, yeah, Tolstoy, it's Lisa, Sarah, or Lisa Samantha. People will be like, man, the stream says Real Pilot. What the hell is this guy?
Oh, we're landing at this airport that's just off the
water,
off the flight path, eh? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because the flight path, the way it does it is cuts, but we're actually landing there.
Oh, Locarno?
Yeah, Locarno.
Need to squeeze my fingers together. Get the Italian accent down.
So this afternoon, a Colombian showed up in the chat, started speaking Spanish, and I didn't say anything to Tolstoy. I just like, oh, ¿cómo estás? Hola. And I'm thinking, what's Tolstoy thinking that I'm talking to him? But then the guy's like, viaje in Colombia, and I'm like, oh, I'm in Canada going.
No, he's saying viaje is make. He's saying make a trip in Colombia.
Yeah, I understood what he was saying. So, but I'm up in Canada. I'm flying to Chicago. No, I'm not going to Colombia.
I didn't know you were Canadian.
Didn't.
Where are you?
I'm on the East Coast. You said you insulted the East Coast the last time.
What did I say?
Which time?
You said something. I forget.
I don't have any reason to insult the East Coast.
It was something about slow or something. I forget what we were talking about.
It must have been someone else.
No, no, I remember.
It could be me. I have insults for almost every country.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I would have said. Anyway, whatever it was probably a joke.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't take it serious.
Oh, maybe it was when I said tabernacle.
No, that's Quebec.
Yeah.
No, it's New Brunswick as well. I got some New Brunswick friends that I met out west. And
yeah.
I'm cool with that. I hate New Brunswick.
I think you're digging yourself a hole there, Joe.
Yeah, digging yourself.
But we can just all agree to make fun of Alberta, right? Right?
Nah.
Alberta. No one's here from. No, Saskatchewan. No one. Saskatchewan here.
No, we don't have anybody from the prairies. Unless they are from the prairies and they don't
Unless
talk.
unless we were born there.
I like to say I did time in Edmonton. I moved out when I moved out west. I moved there without knowing what I was doing.
Which prison?
Which prison?
Well, I meant the whole city. Like, it's a nice city in a lousy location. You're 5 hours from the mountains either way for skiing, and 6 month winter.
There's Waldo.
6 months of winter.
If you're in the prairies, you wouldn't be in Flight Simulator. You'd be playing Farm Simulator.
Now, who's being insulting?
Goat Simulator.
Simulator.
Goat Simulator.
Is there an R-rated version of that?
Only in Kazakhstan.
All right, we're just doing a U-turn, are we? Getting back out on the runway? So are there people in low-wing aircraft, or am I just seeing them for some strange reason? And
You're just seeing them for some strange reason.
I'm seeing a bunch of them too. Blue ones, blue and white.
It's usually the generic models, or you don't have liveries installed that other people have.
Yeah.
Oh, why would that? Like, liveries? Really?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Is that why we see a 747 now and then? Maybe?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
And sometimes
usually
it's
the generic model for an airliner. Sometimes it's an A380 or something.
And sometimes it really is a 747.
Sometimes it is.
Okay, I need 30 seconds to refuel the wine.
30 seconds to refuel?
The wine, I think. Is
Oh,
weird
the wine, okay.
The wine.
This is very much like British Columbia, but with a lot more housing.
Yeah, looks like Pemberton.
Yeah? Yeah, a big wide valley.
There's so many BC airports on the.
Oh yeah,
Where's
I've got a lot of them.
And back.
The thing I love about On Air, besides it helps me decide from and where to fly, is you're landing at little grass strips you'd probably never land at otherwise.
Yeah. I've turned off the small airport, so I only get I think a 3, 4, 5, or just a 4, 5.
Oh yeah.
I pay for the On Air, but I'm digging that Neo fly almost better.
Yeah.
Well, you must have developed it more since I tried it a month ago or something.
He's constantly grinding on that.
Neo fly. I'll have to have another look at it. But I've paid for 6 months for On Air anyway, so.
Yep. We can take out. Next one is Lima Sierra Romeo Octavio. I don't know. Ocho?
Oscar.
Oscar de la Hoya.
Yeah, there's some parts of On Air that are just so clunky that drives me nuts.
Wait a second, Sizzling. You told me before somebody asked you if you were a real pilot on YouTube.
Yeah. Yes. Someone's like,
okay.
Someone was like, "Oh, God bless the person flying this helicopter," and I'm like, "It's not a helicopter; it's a plane." Oh yeah, but God bless the person flying this plane. Do you get nervous when you do this? Wait, what the hell? And this was like coming out of Hurricane Laura, and then I'm like, whether they're trolling or if they're real, I'm gonna troll. I just played the role. Oh yeah, it was tough job. Yeah, someone thought I was a real pilot.
Well, listen, you told me you did like simulated racing and stuff before this with race cars. I'm just gonna assume like you're really good at that.
Yeah, that's
To be really good at racing, I'm a mid to back of the pack racer.
yeah, really good. That's why I quit it and showed up in Flight Simulator.
Popcorn, send me your mailing address and I'll make you up a license with my very finest crayons.
Yeah.
In online racing, if you're like 0.2 of a second slower than the fastest guys, you're slow. 0.2 of a second per lap.
Well, I've had it where we were in a Formula 3 car at Donington, and I would think I was at the back of the grid, and this guy had just started on iRacing, and he got pole position. He lapped everyone twice in like 20 laps. He lapped everyone. He ended up with the record. Max Verstappen just whipped right through everyone.
Was it Max Verstappen?
Yeah, Max Verstappen. Yeah, Max Verstappen.
Holy crap! That's one of my favorite drivers.
Yeah, like it was like his second race in iRacing, and I was racing against him. Because one of my teammates like, "Oh, you got Max Verstappen in this race."
That's
I'm like,
cool.
But it proves how good those guys
and Lando
are.
Norris.
Yeah. I've smashed him in practice before. Not on purpose.
Smashed him. That's slang for something else.
Yeah, he's a race car driver. You can be proud of that.
Yeah. Because in Montreal, the Wall of Champions.
You can go under that bridge. Ooh, yeah, let's go.
Is this where we're climbing to $6,000?
Negative.
No, negative.
Oh, okay.
I thought some was freezing on me.
Hey, all right. When there aren't professional racers in there racing against you, did you do good against the other dudes?
Not me.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sizzling Popcorn, the main guy.
In the end, yeah, I was getting better.
Cool. I've seen some really cool setups for racing with additional screens showing all sorts of stuff about the car and everything. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, because mine, like, I'm flying on 3, but I've got the 4th one for the telemetry. But now I use that for the streaming stuff.
It's an exercise in frustration racing, because if you want to be near the front and you're trying to find 1/10 of a second, or it's just,
well, it's just,
what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, but it's also like if you're in the I would turn off voice chat and text chat. I didn't want to hear anyone because it's either whether they're bickering at you or at others. Like, I really don't want to hear it. Because I'm trying to race. Like, you got to concentrate. If you don't, you're gonna cut your corners and you're gonna lose. Like,
that's why after years of trying to be a successful sim racer, I really am in awe of these Formula One drivers that can hit all their braking and turn-in points lap after lap after lap. And Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen, they hardly make any errors.
Hence why they are who they are. I mean, it's just like golf, I'm sure a lot of you guys don't watch a professional golf, but it's pretty boring, right? They make these, it's like, yeah, anybody can do it. It's one of the hardest sports in the world, and they make it look so easy, just like the Formula.
Oh, the golf, yeah.
But just like Formula One drivers, they make it look easy, but it's not easy, man. What those guys are doing is not easy at all.
And the
part that freaks me out is how they're all like so strapped in, even their head and everything. They can barely move, dude, and it's crazy hot. Like, they have to sweat their.
Did you know those cars? Because it's all aerodynamics, and it's the same with all those cars. They're all basically the same. But those cars can drive upside down at 100 miles an hour. that's what's amazing about. They're so aerodynamically, they stick to the ground so they suck down so hard that 100 miles an hour they could actually technically drive upside down. So they're driving a airplane basically is what they're flying or driving, and so that makes it amazing.
That's super cool.
It's pretty amazing. Those cars are, I mean, any cars at that level are amazing,
Yeah, they're right on the edge. They're right on the edge of the whole thing.
Yeah. That's where they're you see they have that Netflix had that documentary about Ayrton Senna.
Oh, Ayrton Senna, yeah.
Yeah, the Ayrton Senna, and man, that guy again, he was just. I mean, they're all amazing drivers, but whereas a lot of these guys are calculating, and and then like Lewis Hamilton just has the best plane, or best plane, the best car in the world. Where some of these, but like Ayrton Senna and even Michael Schumacher. I mean, they were truly amazing drivers. I mean, it's kind of cool to see Ferrari getting their ass kicked lately, though. Cool.
Yeah.
I was watching the race the other day, and I said to my friend, it's been a strange year when you're surprised to see a Ferrari near the front.
Last couple of years, yeah.
Or when Williams beats up Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh, Kimmy's my favorite driver, and he was the star of the day. 10 places, he goes from 16th to 6th in 2 laps, the first 2 laps.
Yeah, I haven't watched what race was that? I haven't watched the most recent one. So
they were, where the hell were they?
Portugal on the weekend.
Portugal, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet.
It's the start is really good. It's one of the best opening couple laps.
Yeah.
But then
then it gets to the same.
And not to say that's what I'm saying, it is still amazing what those guys do, but there is still a lot of issues with Formula One.
Oh yeah.
But it's still.
We got to get robots in there, man, racing them cars.
No one would watch, though. People have made that point. You could make cars that race themselves, but who would watch? Just engineering.
Why have robot races when you have battle bots, man?
It's the personalities that people keep coming back for.
Of human suffering, and going back to the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers, and not to belate it, but they got cheated out of a championship a few years ago, and so as a Dodger fan, you wanted these team to win so bad because they should have won a few years ago and they didn't, and so that's why it's not about you can make robots play baseball too, but that's not. It's about the actual players that are the people that do it. That's what's so cool.
So this is the one where we take off. Pretty much got to climb up to 6,500 in order to make it.
Ready.
Because if not, you're gonna go to bed in the valley. You won't be able to go home.
And what's the next airport then?
Well, if there's an Italian farm girl, it needs bed warmer.
Lino, Lima, India, Nevada, Oscar.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey Ken, have you ever been to a Formula One race before? You ever made one before? Tolstoy?
Can't hear you, Waldo. Or Snippy.
I'm sorry. Who was I thought that was who I was talking to. Who was I talking to about the Formula One?
That was.
I was saying stuff, but.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was you. I apologize.
That's mine.
I've been to an IndyCar back in the '80s when they had them here in Vancouver. Never Formula One.
Oh, I went
check out Singapore and Abu Dhabi night circuits.
Yeah. Well, that must be nice.
I went to Formula One once, got invited by my mate who was connected, and it was in Melbourne, and we actually had Elle Macpherson sitting on our table, which is rather neat.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
I'm old enough to know who she is.
She's still good looking.
Yeah.
I went to Montreal last year. It's good. Right at the in front of the paddock.
Yeah.
So you get to see everything there. Guys coming in the pit lane.
Ready to roll?
Yeah, ready to roll.
I went to NASCAR one time. Got raped by some really nice fellas.
Wow.
You got what?
No, you don't want him to repeat himself.
No.
Not on YouTube.
Listen, they were very welcoming. They were very welcoming to a gentleman like myself there.
Especially when you flew in on your own plane, you know. They love guys like you.
All right, 6,500.
Now, unfortunately, you guys, and the only other thing that I would say that we have the best thing in America is they have Formula One that's, you know, pretty much more of a European and rest of the world sport. But the thing that we dominate is, you know, and NASCAR, that's a whole nother thing. And I think Bing Dinger just basically summed that up real quick. But the best sport that they have, that we have here, that if you ever get a chance to see, is Formula One, or I'm not sorry, NASCAR, or not, jeez, I keep, drag racing. So, National Dragster Racing. That is, to see those dragsters, those cars that are,
Where do you see?
Top fuel.
Just a second. Where?
I'm sorry.
Where do you see Flavor Flav? You should probably go down there to climb up, and then you can get across. But you can go back.
I'm just climbing above the airport, basically. So we need 6,000 above sea level or above ground?
Sea level.
Bing Dinger, have you ever gone to a dragster race before? Top fuel?
I did one. I don't know if it was Top Fuel. It was a local thing. But no, that is incredible. Those machines, again, they're operating right on the edge of the machine and of the driver.
Of human capability too. Yeah, you're right. It's amazing. Those things, when you see them, they shake the ground. I mean, it's amazing to hear those things and be around those things. They make 8,000 horsepower. There's close to 10,000 horsepower. There's nothing on Earth that makes that much horsepower other than, I don't even think airplanes make that much, even jets.
Yeah, the whole quarter mile shakes when they go down it.
Yeah, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And how fast they're going. You wouldn't even believe it unless you see it. It's one of those you have to see it to believe it.
Watch on YouTube the when they do the pit stops, the NASCAR versus the this versus the this versus the Indy guys.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to see.
Well, because the
Red Bull in Formula One, Red Bull's doing like 1.8.
Yeah, but look at those cars, man. They have automatic jacks. They have, you know what I mean?
It's amazing.
The technology on those cars is astronomical. That's what's so cool about those cars.
You got like a 20-man crew. You got one to take the tire off, the other one to put the new one on. Then you got the driller, and that's for each tire.
Yeah,
and then
12
you got,
guys there.
and then you got the front guy, you got the back guy, and then if they're doing any wing stuff, you got some more guys. And at NASCAR, you got 5 guys? But you've got some guys on the side, but they can't cross over. But yeah, it's interesting.
Well, and then like the drag racing, they have to turn over a lot of times within an hour. So they have to actually they rebuild the entire engines, everything from top to bottom, and they do it in 1 hour, and they have to get back on the starting line to be able to go for the next round. So that's also, again, that's what you're right. Each sport has their own little nuances. It's so cool, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody doing some vertical slewing.
I saw that. I'm not. I'm just climbing, hoping
I'm
that I
trying
don't
hard to
stop.
get up this hill. It's not
This
easy.
thing's
No.
climbing pretty good. I'm at 5,000 almost.
It's doing it like it's nothing. That is so ridiculous.
Put your gear up. Look at the definition on this mountain. Man.
This is gonna be tight. Very tight.
I'm below you. What do you mean this is gonna be tight?
There's a gap in the trees at the top of this little elbow here. And I can probably get through it. There we go.
My stall alarm keeps going off.
Yeah.
Suggest you reduce your angle of attack.
Yeah, mine was, and then it stopped. Just reduced the attack. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you want to fly the center green line on the AOA indicator there, I think.
Yeah.
How high do we need? 6,500?
Yeah, about 6,500.
I don't know where I am. It looks like more like 7 or something. Maybe I'm trying the wrong area.
I went up the wrong valley here, and I'm at 7,000. Still need more.
Yeah.
Way to go, Sizzling. Who picked this route?
Hey, I was like, yeah, you guys think it's gonna be easy, huh? Yeah, oh, we're going at like 2,000. We got all these short stops and blah blah. Yeah, but then watch at the end when you're trying to fall asleep. I wake you up with we're climbing this mountain.
I took 2 caffeine pills before this flight.
My ears just popped.
Yeah. My seat's wobbling. I think I got turbulence. But the thing is after you climbed over, you then want to set your descent, because at the end of the river or the lake, there's the landing right there. Actually, no. Actually, no, it's not there.
No, it's line.
Yeah, you go to the lake and then you go up north, but
'Cause it's,
northeast.
Lino, right?
Yeah, Lino.
Yeah.
If you see Ricky. Yeah,
Ricketts.
Ricky
X. Followed closely by Flip Flame. Bing Dinger disappeared off in the distance.
I almost read that there's a name tag over the mountain, Hornet. But because it's Hornety, 1972. I read that at first. I forgot the first ET. It's like, what?
Oh.
I just noticed Flavor Flav is here.
Yep.
Is that the gentleman that did the put together the flight plan for this last weekend for France?
Yes.
That was a really cool flight plan.
Flavor Flav also has a huge clock around his neck right now.
Yeah.
The guy piloting that guy. But he's white. It's cool.
Yeah, it was a good flight plan though. We should landing on that I think I saw you pop in there, Waldo. I was kind of hanging behind. I was obviously doing 20 different things at once. But landing on that mesa at the end was pretty cool.
Yeah, Mon Aguli, that was great.
That was pretty cool.
Looking at the map here, if we followed the lake, then the river.
Yeah.
lead us there.
Yeah, river will take you to the next little small lake, and then it'll be
Right there.
right there.
So we can descend. Can
Yes.
start
Yeah.
descend.
Yeah. You still got plenty of time, but yeah, you can descend.
Cool.
Oh, because I was thinking I can go straight here, because I thought it was way off, but no, it's because the map. I've got the VFR map pretty close in. Actually, not that far.
Well, for scenery, this is probably the favorite flight I've done with you guys so far.
It's a nice area.
Yeah, we're not too far from Courchevel, I think.
We'll fly there after hours. Fly to Courchevel.
North Korea, let's go.
North Korea.
Get your Pyongyang DLC and your Air Koryo A320 and get her going.
Well, I take my Jabra.
Oh, did they give you a Jabiru?
Yeah, I've got the models.
Yeah.
I said that link to Gunpowder. He's like, I don't know where they got the idea. That's Australia's favorite plane.
Yeah, I've seen one in all my life.
Yeah. I think they're more of a common trainer nowadays.
There's a little tiny village on top of this mountain spine. Like 50 houses.
Waldo became a Pitts. There he goes.
Yeah, Jabru, they came out with an update today. Because the other day I wanted to do their bush flight. But I couldn't do it because every time it spawned into another plane or a vehicle, then you couldn't see anything, and you gotta start the engine yourself.
Hey, you should do that IFR training course.
Is it any good?
Apparently, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely better than the King Air Extreme mod, or whatever.
In there.
Yeah, most people saying it's like pretty hardcore. You actually gotta read about it. It's like doing a real instrument rating.
And the King Air one, the King Air Extreme, I think they took it off of the sim market.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, they were actually redistributing the Sobo King Air as part of their package.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how they figured that was going to fly for very long. But I guess they figured get a few quick sales and...
Yeah, they apparently have a track record, so...
I just figured with COVID, a lot of people are doing desperate things.
But you say they have a track record, but they came out with Italian approaches. It's the same company.
Yeah, they just come out with just kind of garbage stuff. Really, really easy to make stuff.
Yeah, because like an approach, all it is pretty much giving a flight plan.
Yep.
So this flight plane that I made, I can then sell it for $10. Well,
Yep.
I guess they're relying on a lot of really new flight simmers that don't know. You know, they assume if something's for sale, then...
Yeah.
You fish every day.
Yeah, some people who don't want to play in the settings. It's kind of like
Well,
with, like the Weather Preset Pro and stuff like that. It's kinda
Yeah.
the same deal. It's like you can just fiddle with it yourself, but it's
You can-
there.
Yeah, because you can do those settings yourself, but it's easier for someone if it's done for them. It's like 50 cents a preset, pretty much.
Yeah.
But really, is it really worth it? I think I'm going to do a video and I'm just going to say the top 5 presets from them. That will be my video to say that I can check off the box.
For?
Weather presets.
Oh.
Yeah, now I can see this a lot better with this DLC.
So which way to Courchevel? Do we just direct that? How far is it?
Oh, I think it's quite a while away.
In this thing, it's a few hours.
It's probably a few hours.
Okay, everybody, let's meet at Courchevel. Pick your favorite plane.
I don't know what the identifier is anymore.
Probably not that far.
This was the last waypoint, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a short Wednesday night.
Courchevel. LFLJ. Where is that?
Actually, might be a little further.
Direct to
I'm just gonna spawn there.
Lima, Fox, Lima, Juliet. Enter. It is 127.3 miles away.
Yeah.
Slew mode.
Oh, you're probably 2 hours, like Popcorn said.
Yeah, you're doing like 100 knots. So like, yeah, an hour.
But you'll have to climb probably to get over mountains.
Yeah.
You may not even be able to get over some of those mountains from here.
That's also true.
Yeah, because I think the limit's about 7,000 or 10,000 on this.
Hey, how about everybody go? We don't. Nobody has the scenery. I was gonna say Notre Dame would be crazy with this many people, but people don't have the scenery.
Yeah, I've got it, but
Courchevel would be cool.
my head kind of needs a rest. I've got the Rift S on it.
Yeah, that would do it.
Let's all get out of our planes and take a group shot together, guys.
Yeah, let's get out of the plane.
Be damn.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Yeah.
Everyone cough to the right, and now
proper
cough to the
distances.
left.
Oh, that's true.
2 meters.
Just want to take note of Winterband, who is on top of the roof of the shed over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Mr. Casey Pyle is one left, I think.
Yeah.
I'm bringing up rear.
Hey, Popcorn, what server are you on air?
I'm on.
Stratus.
Yeah, Stratus.
Oh, I'm on the Clear Sky, the newer one.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to suffer.
I have a company on each because I didn't want anyone to grab my initials.
Hi.
But I'd like to fly, near Vancouver out of Chorus, but I also have a rental out of England, so I just transport myself instantaneously, unrealistically.
Oh yeah, because on mine that would take like a day or two to.
Yeah. That's why. Otherwise, I'd play on. I don't mind the tighter restrictions, but I thought I'll have 4 accounts, and 4 different continents. And then I thought, well, why bother? If I'm going to do that, I can just transport myself.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I don't go to Thunder is because there's no AI And in my case, like I don't have time to do all the flights.
Have you hired any AI yet? Because
Yeah.
it is quite tedious in managing them.
Well, yeah, because I had one going into the U.S. and just outside Chicago, there was an airport that the AI landed at. Well, there's no FBO, so then they're like, "Well, we're stuck here." So
Yeah.
I had to go rent a plane from the closest airport, hire a pilot, get them to fly in a tank of gas. But then they wouldn't leave with the work order. I had to manually send her out in order to get the
That's
work
what I mean.
order.
It's tedious.
It's tedious.
So I've fired my pilots, and I'm flying the 28B, the van, and shit, you can make thousands of dollars per 1 hour flight time, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. I got medical. I can carry medical passengers now. So.
Oh, we're just a little dot in the world.
Bing dinger.
Oof.
Doing a little air show, are you?
You collided with an object and caused critical damage to the aircraft. What? I went in the drone and I was going up in the sky to do the final aerial. I guess that's how it ends. But yeah, thanks guys for showing up. It was good times. Hey, if you guys want to fly around, go ahead. I'm going to be taking off. But next one is Friday night. Kiss the Cod. A Newfoundland adventure. We're off to
I've never
Newfoundland.
been to Newfoundland. As a Canadian, I should check it out.
The who?
Kiss the Cod.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mic broke up. I couldn't speaker. That was. Are we still on YouTube? Is that okay to say?
No, we're still on YouTube. Now we're ending just now. No, not yet. Not yet.
So he was going to keep